Greetings, greetings. This is Dr. Tartt. It is a great day. I want to thank all of you who came out to the first introductory class for Better Husband, Better Wife. I hope you had a great time, but the fun is just beginning. We are just getting started on improving your marriage. I want to remind you to do your homework. Remember, you should have downloaded the Gottman card decks, again, Gottman card decks, so that you can spend your quality time and map your way towards one another. You should be looking at the love maps and spending the time, at least 15 minutes a day, just married time, no kid time, no work time, no hobbies time, just married time. You can't just be married or be in a relationship, you actually have to do it. All right, so make sure you're doing the homework, because even though I'm teaching a great class, I can't do the work for you. I also want to invite all of you who missed. Now, we had a room full of couples that were there fighting for a stronger marriage. You cannot have a stronger marriage unless you do the work. And we know just being in the same room with your better half is a challenge these days. And then you get to actually do the work to have a better marriage together in an environment with other couples who are strengthening and fighting for their marriage, whether they're empty nesters, whether they're newlyweds, whether they're engaged, dating towards marriage, seasoned couples, whatever the case may be, married with small kids, 2 entrepreneurs, 1 court. We had the whole gamut. So I'm excited. So make sure that you come out and join in what we're doing. Now, I promise you this video. I want you to tune in. It's going to take about a minute. All right. Can I tell you the 4 characteristics of a weak marriage? This is how we, as psychologists, predict what marriages are in trouble and then how to build them up. I want you to listen to this, because if it applies for you, you need to definitely be at this marriage class, all right? And I need you to share this with as many people as possible. All right, 4 characteristics of a weak marriage. Number 1, your size is very little, your marital size. Now, what does marital size mean? It means that you don't really do a lot of things together. You don't exercise together. You don't work out together. Well, that's kind of the same thing. You don't eat dinner together. You don't go to the kids' games together. You don't do business planning together. People can't really tell how much you are together because your size is weak. Your marital size. You don't really do a lot of things. You don't take vacations, anniversaries, have date nights, do new things, go to church together. You get what I'm saying? Couples that have a weak size, it's easier for them to break up because there's not that much to break up, if that makes sense. All right? On the flip side, a strong marriage has a lot. On the flip side, a strong marriage has a lot of size. They do a lot of things together. You know those couples, when you see one, you see the other, and it's throughout the week, it's hard for them. It's hard for them not to see each other because they have so many things that are intertwined. And then number 2, low marital satisfaction. That means as a husband or a wife, you should both be happy with your partner. They should rate at least 7. On the lowest end, at least a 7, preferably an 8, 9, or a 10 out of a scale out of 10. And being happy. Your marital satisfaction has to be high. Weak couples have low marital satisfaction, either one or both. And happy couples is a no-brainer. Both of them actually are happy with the marriage. Number 3, quality of options. Couples that have weak marriages don't really view divorce or breakup as a bad thing. They feel like they have other quality options. They can go date someone new. They're okay with the family breaking up. They're okay with getting the divorce and splitting the assets. They're okay with starting over. They're okay with that. Meanwhile, successful marriages are like, you know what, we might be going through it, but that is not an option. It's a last option. We understand it might be one, but let's do everything in our power. We don't think the quality of options outside of marriage is something we want to consider. And then number 4 characteristic of a weak marriage is they're quitters. What we know is that people that are pessimistic and quit in business and quit in working out and quit and other things, they also quit at marriage. Meanwhile, winning marriages usually have at least 1 or 2 optimists who don't quit. They're like, we might be going through it, but we're going to go to these marital classes. I promise you that. We're going to go to church together. We're going to pray together. We're going to ask other couples. We're going to try and get a date night. We're not going to quit. I don't care if we have to go to 9 different marriage retreats. We're going to do what we need to do. Those are the 4 characteristics of a weak versus a strong marriage. Now, what's that have to do with you? This week in class, we're going to be building up a strong marriage. we're going to be working on that size. I'm going to give you an exercise with love mapping. It's going to be something for you to do interactively, especially if you're a couple that's struggling with talking right now, or maybe you all are arguing and you're not even conversing at all. I'm going to give you an exercise to be able to map your way back into your partner's heart. This is going to be very interactive. And then 2, I'm going to help you develop those marital rituals that grow your size, rituals that happily successful couples have that actually make them do marriage. We're going to talk about a ritual for coming home, a ritual from leaving the house, a ritual for your dating. You name it. It's about 30 different rituals you'll get to pick to have for your marriage, your relationship, so that when you think about breaking up, you're like, man, it's too deep. It's too deep, it's too wide, it's too interconnected for us to break apart. And then we know because you're doing things, you're more connected. You know, it says in the word, when you're connected to the vine, you're closer as the branches. All right, so that means if you're closer to Jesus, that means that you're in the spirit. All right, you're stronger. If you're closer to your husband, your wife, your partner, your spouse, whatever applies to you, then you all are more in tune if we get you connected. All right, so come on out. It's going to be this Tuesday. 7:15 p.m. Come on out, sign up right now. Click the link. I'd love to see you. It's going to be highly interactive. The first class was a lot of teaching. This one's going to be highly interactive. I'm going to teach, interact, mostly interactive because I want you to do the work. So I want you to sign up, and if this is not for you, all right, this week, I want you to forward this. I want you to forward this to someone that you know that needs it. I'm Dr. Tartt. It's a great day. It is hot out here, but you know what? I'm willing to put the work in for our marriages. I'll see you Tuesday night, 7:15. Take care. God bless.